You've got one person, I'll classify them as person A. And the reason I call them A is they're very abundant. They see that there is always more than enough of everything that they want, and they have faith that their needs will always be met. And then you've got the person over here, I'll call them L for Larry Lack. And they're the person that never has enough. They always want more. And they'll whinge, bitch, and moan and complain that the life is unfair. Okay, whereas this person, they always seem to be happy with what they've got. We've all been around someone who's abundant before. What are they? They're very generous. Okay, they're very charismatic. They're very, in most cases, quite calm. Okay, in most cases, quite loving. Why? Because they've got enough time to share. They've got enough love to share. Okay, and they have this real peace about them. Have you seen someone else, or in your own life, been in a relationship with someone who's in a lack framework, and no matter how many times you hug them, you never give them enough hugs. No matter how many times you give them a cuddle, it's never enough. No matter how many times you kiss them, it's never enough. You know, they're the person, you leave the house to go and get fucking milk, and they ring you and they say, where did you go? You know, well, I've gone around the shops to get milk. But you didn't leave the house without a kiss and saying, I love you. So, all right, I'm going to go and get milk in Brazil now. Let's say we've got two people here that fall into a relationship. One's Captain Abundance and one's Captain Lack. Abundance and Lack start to get to know each other. And Lack starts to realize, well, this person's really generous. So I can tap into as much of that as I possibly can. I'm going to try and pump that for all I can. But Mr. Abundant or Miss Abundant starts to realize, man, no matter what I do, this person never seems to be satiated. They always want more. When we have people around us that are clingy, needy, and always wanting more, does that make us want to spend more time with those people or less time with those people? So what happens is Larry Lack wants to spend more time with Amanda Abundance, but Amanda Abundance starts to go, you know what, I don't really want to spend more time with Larry Lack because he's actually quite repulsive. And I don't mean that based on how he looks, I mean based on energetically. Okay, because there's now a repellent, much like if I was to get two magnets, okay, and I was to put their positive poles together, what would they do? They would actually fucking repel. You won't be able to see what's happening at a subatomic play that is pushing those polarities apart. But what you can see is you can observe the push. And when I push the positive pole to the positive pole, it pushes it away. Much like if you ever had someone walk into the room, they walk in the room and go, there's something about this person I don't like. They open their mouth and like, I knew it. Okay, and they repel you. You're a living, breathing, shitting, peeing, sleeping electromagnet. You literally are an electromagnet. Okay, you have poles and you have the ability to amplify your attractive powers, and also you have the power to amplify your repulsive powers. And every single one of you has a frequency or a polarity, okay, that is tuned by your psychology. The way you think determines how your body vibrates. And we've all been around people that don't have a good vibe. Okay, and oftentimes you only have to ask a few questions. You don't have to dig very deep before you start to realize there's a lot going on in that person's head that is probably creating this situation that we're in right now.